Hi everyone and welcome to my Unfiltered 20s.
A podcast about the ups and downs, highs and lows and realities of life in your 20s.
With me, Abbey Parker.
And me, Lucy Martin. This week, we're going to talk about, I would say the general trend is like things on social media, but we've got a few specific things we want to talk about. So we're going to talk about this trend going around that's like, you had to be there. In the context of fandoms that we were in when we were teenagers. We're also going to talk about Animal Crossing Island Envy. And Pinterest, and how Pinterest can be good for finding style and vibes on. So, Abby,
style and
vibes. Style and
vibes. It was good. I've been just watching lots of live streams of elephants. The usual, as you do. Shout out San Diego. San Diego Zoo. They actually have great live cams. They have live cams of... the elephant one's the best. They have like a giraffe. They have polar bears, I think. They have archives of when they had pandas, but they had to give them back to China.
Right.
You know, they have like you can only lease pandas from China now.
Interesting.
And then they have a condor one, which is really weird, which are like vulture type things. And they just sit there all day, they don't do anything. So that's a riveting live stream. They have a platypus, oh my god. Stop.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. You can't see anything though because it's underwater. So I've just been watching them for this presentation I've got to do. But it's not the most productive thing because I get distracted by the elephants. So I'm like trying to, you know, write my slides, get all my graphs and stuff, and I'm like, but like, look, there's a calf, there's a little baby elephant, and he's running around with his nose in the air. I got to look at that for the next 15 minutes. What about you?
It's alright. I've got like 2 essays due in 2 weeks, and then my dissertation is due next month now, which is absolutely terrifying. And one of the essays I'm writing at the minute is like, it's kind of weird. It's on like, do you know what a narco corrido is?
No.
So they're songs. It's a thing in Mexico mainly, but they're like songs in a traditional style, like a polka style, but about drug traffickers. So they're like bandit songs from like the revolution that used to be about like revolutionaries, but are now about drug traffickers, which is kind of odd.
Right.
Yeah. So
what, like that's the new revolution or something, or has it just been like lost? It's just been like changed its meaning.
Yeah, kind of. That's kind of the vibe. It's more like they're mainly like on the border between Mexico and America, and it's mainly like people sort of celebrating like a more like lower class culture rather than sort of American, like what's the word, like conformism and consumerism. It's more like lower class sort of stories that people from these like villages recognise like these heroes from, of like like smugglers and stuff, which is kind of cool. But I've been listening to a lot of them from my essay. Not that I can understand them because they're in Spanish, but
so they could be singing about something completely irrelevant. Love that.
But they're kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a weird topic, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, it's like people have, like in Medellin and stuff, they have, you know, like shrines and candles with Pablo Escobar's face on. Because it's like he gave so much to the community.
Yeah.
It's like, we pretend we do not see because he built us this incredible football pitch.
It's true. It's a big thing. They're called narco saints as well. There's this one guy who's like Jesus Malverde, who is the saint of drug trafficking. And like drug traffickers worship him because he is their saint, and there's like shrines of him, and it's a big like culture like that you can buy like earrings and stuff of him. Like narco culture is like a huge thing, and it's kind of like a weird thing because we don't really, well, people would say that it's the same thing as like gangster rap or stuff like that. That's what people would say. Or even like in Spain, if you have like people singing in Catalan and stuff, like does Rosalia sing in Catalan? I don't know, but that kind of vibe, like having like a regional identity and retaining like a sense of tradition.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I was listening to this. It's old now. Well, it's not old. It's like 6 months old. Of the H3 podcast, and they had Logic on because apparently they're friends with Logic, and I was like, wow, I'm so jealous of them. But also, his wife is 21. Logic's wife.
God. Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God, are you telling me I could be married to Logic right now? That was my thought process. He's 31, I think.
Bit odd.
But well, this is the thing, because he was married to this. I think she was half Mexican or just like Mexican. I can't remember. But they got a divorce, and then I remember seeing this like paparazzi shot of him getting on this private jet with this blonde girl, and I was like, honestly, he's like trying to like, you know, like, oh, he's got this girl on a plane, blah blah blah. But it turns out it was he'd met her, and then they got serious quite, you know, soon. But I was like, at the time, she must have been like 19, 20. So like, she's left high school, and then got married to a rapper.
Oh my God.
Like, could you imagine that?
Wow.
But I was like, and they've got a child, and I was like, could you imagine being married to a rapper and having a child at our age?
Absolutely not. I can't even leave my childhood bedroom.
Can't even leave the house.
I know.
But they are a really wholesome couple, because she came in at one point, and he was like, "Where's Bobby?" That's the son's name, and she was like, "He's sleeping. Don't even worry about it." And then she was chatting to them, but she's like really camera shy, because they never do anything. They're very private, right? So they only went on because they're like friends with Rachel and Ela. So that was wholesome. But basically, the reason I brought it up was because Logic was talking about like that kind of thing, like gangster rap and all that kind of stuff, because there's a lot of people that are like, oh, you shouldn't listen to it, you shouldn't support that kind of music because it like glorifies like criminality and stuff. But Logic was like, what people don't understand is they're just rapping about their lives. Like, what do you want them to do? Like J. Cole, that's his whole thing. Like, For Your Eyes Only was literally him telling the story of like how he got out of the streets. So what do you want people to not rap about that? It's not glorifying it, they're telling stories. You know? But the issue comes with like these new age rappers who are like 16 and have walked out of their middle class neighborhoods, got a face tattoo and gone, drugs.
It's the same. It's the exact same with these songs, because people are like, why are you like giving credit to all these awful people? And it's like, well, that is literally what people live through. Like, they're just telling the story of like what their daily lives are like. Like, it is the same thing.
Exactly. But it is, I do feel weird listening to J. Cole, and I'm like listening to it, and I'm like singing along or whatever, and then I'm like, literally, what am I rapping to? What am I singing to right now?
What have you been watching, listening to this week? Anything exciting?
I finished 2 animes this week. So I'm thinking I'm gonna say we should watch something I want to watch now.
It's
not that I didn't want to watch it, but something that I have nominated. And the thing is, I've never committed and watched it, right? But The Office, the US Office. I've watched it. I've watched a few episodes, and then like not watched it, and then watched a few episodes. And I've never like properly committed to it and given it a go. So I feel like maybe I should do that now. Because I watched one episode last night and it was okay.
That's what I did. I think I watched like 1 or 2, and I was like, oh, I don't think this is for me. And then I really got into it in like summer 2019. But it does. Right. It gets really good. I can't really remember what seasons it gets good, but I think the first season's probably not the best. Yeah.
Well, the first season's only like 6 episodes.
Is it?
Yeah, because I was so confused. I was like, if they're just not on here, but I think maybe it was like a pilot season, you know.
Yeah.
But so I think I'm gonna give it a proper go, because I feel like once I get into the comedy style, it'll be fine. Because I'm used to like Friends and Gilmore Girls, because The Office is kind of dry compared to that, right? It's like more dry humour, so I'll give it a go.
I think you will like it. There are some like really, really funny bits. Like, it does proper make you laugh.
Yeah. Well, I've seen clips and stuff. I've seen like the big clips, like the what's it called? Like CPR training and stuff.
Okay.
Where they have the Annie doll.
Okay.
What have you been watching?
Well, I sent you a thing the other day because I feel like Netflix have had a load of new stuff, maybe because it's a new month.
Oh, yeah.
And
Right.
on YouTube, I keep getting all the suggested trailers. And one of the trailers was like, Netflix's latest true crime drama. And it's called, like Murder in the Mormons or Murder Among the Mormons or something. And I was like, okay, it sounds a bit odd. So I watched an episode yesterday.
Yeah.
It's well made, I think. I'll say that. Bit of a weird story, so no spoilers. It's not really because I've only watched one episode and not much has really happened yet. Like it's only sort of got into it. So, basically, in like, because do you know like the story about Mormonism, like how it started?
Not really.
So we did it in like GCSE history as part of American West module. Basically, they think that this guy Joseph Smith found these like golden plates. Like an angel came to him and was like, dig here, because there's some gold plates and that is the truth about religion. So then he translated these golden plates into the Book of Mormon, which is what they like.
Right.
And then in this documentary, they reckon in like the 80s, these sort of collectors were going around Utah, where all like a lot of Mormons live, and found a load of documents from this, because this guy Joseph Smith was only around like the 1800s, I think, or 1700s. Found documents basically that would kind of disprove that he found these golden plates and stuff, because he didn't show them to anybody. Nobody ever saw them. Right.
Well, that's 101, but okay.
Yeah. And they reckon, I think, that like the people who were trying to sell these sort of documents, like there was one called the Salamander Letter, which is like would basically make Joseph Smith seem like crazy because he was like seeing a golden salamander or something. Rather than angels, it's a golden salamander, which is a bit weird. Yeah, and then I think basically they're trying to get at that they were sort of killed because they were like trying to unravel the truth about Mormonism. But it seems alright. I wouldn't say it's the most riveting documentary I've ever watched, but I probably will watch the other episodes.
I think I'll give it a go. The trailer looked good. I did watch the trailer.
It's not a scary one, so you're alright.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like, does it come under like the umbrella of Christianity?
I think so. I think they're called the Church of Latter-day Saints. That's Mormonism. So I think that's under...
okay.
I don't know really. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, can I mention? Yeah. I started reading the new book this week. Yeah. I think you'll really like it. Okay. I've heard of it before. It's been out a few years, I think, but it's been kind of hyped up on TikTok recently. I'm very into book talk these days.
You could, okay.
And then I was on Depop last week or the week before, and this girl was selling like a load of books, but she was selling them cheap because they were like water damaged or something.
Right.
I think they must be damp or something because the edges are kind of, I won't lie, the dust cover is ruined and it is in bad condition, but I don't really care about that, like as long as you can read it. So I got one called The Understudy, which I've already read and was alright. And then this one is called Daisy Jones and the Six. Have you heard of it?
No.
So they're making it into an Amazon Prime TV show, and it's basically about like this band, a fictional band in the 70s, who are like literally the most famous band in the world, and then one day they just like disappear, like no longer don't do any shows, and it's like why? And the whole book is structured through like an interviews, so it's like Daisy says this and then another band member says this, but it reads so easily. Like I've already read like 200 pages of it. I think you'd really like it because it's like really easy to follow as well. Maybe
I'll give it a read in summer.
I think you would. I think it's a summer read. It's like summer read vibes. I'll post it to you because I think you'd like it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really into it.
I have to give it a go. Yeah.
It's like I think it's like going to be my new favourite.
That's a bold statement.
I know.
Who's it by?
I think her name's Taylor Jenkins Reid or Taylor Reid Jenkins or something. She hasn't. Okay. She's written a few others, but nothing like mega famous or anything. But Sam Claflin is going to be in the Amazon TV show.
Right. I don't get the hype about him, but okay.
I used to be obsessed with him when he was in Hunger Games. And Love Rosie.
I know. Yeah. He's good in Love Rosie. I don't know, I never was a big fan of Hunger Games.
I get that.
This is kind of transitioning into what we're going to talk
about
next, right?
Why don't we... So, our next topic is... Basically, if you've been on Twitter recently, you will have seen this trend that's like, you had to be there. And it's like a few screenshots of like a weird moment from like the 2000s, 2010s, like a trend, a cultural moment. And Abbey sent me one the other day. Right?
What did I send you? I can't even remember.
The one, it was, or I sent you, or no, you sent me one, and it was like loads of One Direction merch.
Right.
Would you care to explain?
Shall I get it up real quick?
Yeah, get it up.
Okay, I found it. This is actually a 5-sauce one.
Right,
You Just Had to Be There, 2014 5-sauce Stan edition. And it's girls standing in, like, baseball shirts with the 5-sauce boys with their, like, the years they were born on the back. A picture of Ashton and Harry Styles. You Complete Me, You Complete Mess. And lol, you're not Ashton Owen. When I tell you how many times I almost bought this shirt.
Oh my god.
Because it was just everywhere. It was all over Twitter and Tumblr. Was like the lol, you're not X. Everywhere. And I was like, I need to get one. I actually have a shirt. I have a shirt. This is embarrassing. I have a shirt that says, it's like a tick box. Yeah. It's like, I need a concert ticket. A boyfriend. A concert ticket to see my boyfriend.
You need to burn
it's
that.
Like, tick.
You need to burn that.
It's a pyjama top now.
Even a pyjama top?
Yeah. I do not wear it when I dance around.
So what are we... Let me set the scene for me. What was happening when you were 14? Who was it? What kind of bands? Was it a Tumblr?
Well, Tumblr... Because I've never been a proper into Tumblr, right? Like... But I dabbled.
Okay.
Because they would just post, like, pictures of... They were just, like, fan accounts and stuff. They just post... I followed a lot on Instagram, to be fair, of who just posted random pictures of, like, Harry Styles. Just, like, just random pictures. I'm like, I don't even know how do you even find this? I don't even know. But it was, like... So, 2014, right? Well, you know Charlie. You know, that friendship group. And me and this girl Louisa were absolutely obsessed with 5-sauce.
Okay.
Like, beyond. So then we would... There was no beef because she was a Luke girl, I was an Ashton girl.
Okay.
Right, so there was no beef. Then I remember we had an argument about Nash Greer once. Because we made this list. Like 4 of us, me, her, Charlie, and then this girl called Chloe. We made a list of like all our celebrity crushes. So like, okay, right, Luke Hemmings, that's Louisa's boyfriend. And then I was like, and then Niall Horan was Charlie's.
Nice.
Still is, to be honest. And then, so then Chloe was I was obsessed with One Direction as well. We went to a concert together, but like, I was like, you can have Harry Styles, because I was like really into.
Well, I bet you regret that choice now.
I wasn't. I know. Now when I look at 5-sauce, I'm more of a Callum girl.
Okay. I have to say, I never was into the 5-sauce. Let me Google them.
Yeah. Although he's grown his hair out recently. He posted on Instagram like yesterday, and I was like, whoa, I was not expecting the lockdown hair. But actually, I was really obsessed with Kean Lawley at the time, who's a YouTuber.
Okay, so which one of these did you like back in the day?
Okay, the one on the left. That's Ashton, and then second from the left is Luke.
Right.
Because they're Australian as well. There were no Australian pop stars at the time, right? Iggy Azalea, that's the only other Australian I
Yeah, there aren't really many now, are there?
No.
Right, I would say I would have been the one, not the one on this side, the one like second from the side.
That's Callum.
Who's this guy in the end? No, thank you.
Michael. He was cool though, because like every continent of the tour, he would have like a different hair colour.
True.
And because they were all like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like stuff you would only know if you were like very deep in the fandom.
Right.
So they were like like throwaway songs, you'd call them, right? It's not released mainstream, but it's like a deep cut. So they had this song called Pizza, which is just them screaming, Michael wants another slice of pizza, over and over again.
Oh my god.
And I felt like, I was like, wow, I'm so cool, because I'm one of the few people at this concert who know this song. And obviously everyone knows about the craziness that was the One Direction fandom.
Of course. Tell our listeners which one you like.
I was Harry Styles. From day one. As soon as he walked onto that little X Factor stage, I was like, he's the one for me. that's my soulmate right there.
I mean,
but I had posters all over my room. I never got like the bed covers or anything, but I had like merch and posters and I still know the lyrics of every song, to be honest. And let me tell you, the day Zayn left, I was heartbroken. I actually felt betrayed.
I was never really that into One Direction. I did like Liam, I tell you that. I had a did you have a BlackBerry?
Yes.
Yes. You know how you could change the backs?
I never did that.
You could change the back, like the little thing with the battery, and you could buy different ones. So I had one with Liam on it.
I didn't know this. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. We paid to go to a meet and greet for Kian, this YouTuber. Kian and JC, actually. And I have my phone case for ages was the picture of me with Kian.
Oh my god. I had a Tumblr, right, that was...
You were a Tumblr girl, interesting.
I was. If Ella's listening, right, me and Ella, you know Ella, you met her at my birthday. Ella Allen. Yeah. She was like Tumblr famous.
Full name and address.
she was like Tumblr famous back in the day.
Way.
She had like
what?
it was more of like a meme account sort of thing.
Okay.
But she just had loads of followers, and then I had a Teen Wolf stan account.
Oh my god.
I remember the name still, because
What was the name?
One of the main characters in Teen Wolf is Lydia Martin, right? Perfect.
Yeah.
So my
No, stop.
But I always shipped Lydia with Styles, obviously, because I was literally obsessed with Dylan O'Brien for years and years. So my name was like Lydia Martinsky.
Oh god.
And it was like Teen Wolf, like Harry Potter, Twilight, all of them, everything in City of Bones, which was a book series by Cassandra Clare. She's still got them coming out. This big boy here is like the newest one. She still brings them out, but I don't have the patience to read them anymore. But her, like, all of the films that were coming out of the books at that time, it was an obsession.
Wow. I mean, that's the thing. That was the good thing about Tumblr, right? You could just post anything. There was no copyright. Copyright who?
I know. It was all like... You'd see spoilers for stuff as well, wouldn't you? Like, you'd see spoilers for other things that you were going to, like, thinking about watching. There's stuff now. Like, when I was watching Grey's Anatomy last year, I remember, like, thinking, I remember seeing this on Tumblr back in the day.
Right. I mean, that was the thing. People on Twitter, like, in fandoms and stuff, would ship people together. But no one did it like Tumblr did.
Oh, 100%.
The gifs. of Lydia and Styles kissing. Endless.
Oh my god. It was so aesthetic as well, wasn't it? I think that's what almost like birthed what we are obsessed with when it comes to like aesthetics now.
Because back in the day, Instagram just didn't have it. You couldn't like create like an atmosphere or whatever on your profile.
No.
Like, but Tumblr, you could really, and the fact that you can just have lots of different like accounts on your main account, so then you could divide everything up and like, it was good.
You had to be there. I wish I still had access to it now. I don't know the password or anything.
Right. Oh god. I have a Stilinski 24 hoodie.
I do.
Oh my god.
I used to have I had 2 t-shirts that had it on, and then I had a hoodie, a sweatshirt.
Love that.
It was my life. Right. So I remember when I first started watching it, I was like 13, and it wasn't popular then. So I used to buy it on DVD. And season 1 and 2 you could get on DVD easy, but seasons 3 and 4 you could only get in America. So I had the like American versions, and they were so expensive. They were probably like 50 quid a DVD. I was obsessed. Like it was literally my life.
Yeah, I didn't get into it until later, like season 3 was already, like they were about to release season 4. And then I started watching it, and then I think went back and watched it with Maddie. And we watched it with my mum as well, because she liked it, because I don't know, it's nothing like Merlin, but it's the similar vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it was interesting. I thought it was really interesting about like mythology. Like season 3 was so good. It was the best season.
I can't remember what.
It was with the stuff with the like Nagitsune, the Japanese spirit and stuff.
See, this is when I met Adam, right? I was like, when he was talking about Naruto, and he has like the chakra of the nine-tailed fox. I was like, what, a kitsune? And he was looking at me like, what are you talking about? And I was like, Teen Wolf.
Yeah, obviously.
But I don't know. I think there must be, it doesn't quite line up.
Right.
I don't know, because Naruto, it's all like the energy, like he has the energy of a nine-tailed fox, whereas she literally was like a fox.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, Naruto is Japanese, so you assume that they're more based in, but I don't know.
Also, it got, spoiler, but it got bad when Alison died.
Oh, 100%. My mum stopped watching it after Alison died.
Yeah, I haven't seen the like latest seasons because I was just bored of it.
Oh my god, no! You need to. Even if, I mean, you're gonna miss a lot of stuff. But if you just watch the last episode ever.
Really?
Because I don't want to spoil it though. You just need to watch the last episode.
I feel like you should tell me because I just want to know.
Okay, every single character makes a return. I'm talking. What's his face that like trained Scott?
Peter or Derek?
No, Derek comes back.
Yeah. He
comes back. He's like, I'm here, because Styles like disappears at the end because he goes through a lot, right? Because he gets like possessed.
Yeah, in season 3, right?
Yeah, and then he like accidentally kills someone at some point.
Right.
I think, I can't really remember. And then at some point there was wild stuff going on because there were like portals and stuff, and Styles got stuck in a portal.
I think I remember that. I think I've seen up to that.
I really don't remember. I just remember this guy shouting Schnell, right, which is fast in German. And me and Maddie thinking it was the funniest word we've ever heard, so we still to this day say Schnell.
Does he get stuck in the train station?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and there were like the horsemen, the ghost horses.
I've seen that, yeah.
So I can't really remember what happens, but then Styles comes back and it's like, oh my god, because they were all going off to college and stuff. That's the thing when you have a high school program.
Also, the girl that plays Lydia is like 30. Like, she is old.
I love her though. She had a hard storyline when she was trying to curve her powers.
Her outfits were great as well. I remember I used to be obsessed with her dresses and stuff, and I wanted to look like her.
You know who I didn't like? The girl that was an actual wolf.
Malia.
Yeah, I didn't like her. Basically because she liked Styles. But she didn't treat Styles well. She was like so cold with him.
Uh-huh. Also,
they like got together and then just split it, and I was like, what was that?
I know. Do you remember the big thing of like what Styles' name was?
Yeah.
It was like
I can't remember what it was.
Like it's like
they said it in the end.
Yeah, wasn't it? It was like like something I can't remember. Next, right, we're going to talk about Animal Crossing Island Envy. Which, if anyone, I mean, it's getting up to that time of year again. It's almost the anniversary of like when Animal Crossing came out and stuff.
I know. I keep seeing memes about me returning to my island after 6 months or whatever.
I feel like I see a lot of YouTube videos of people, well, maybe not so much now, but like last year, like sharing their islands. And I used to, have you ever seen Best Dressed on YouTube?
No.
She is kind of iconic. She's like, lives in New York, she has like a fashion channel kind of, but she did one where she shared her island, and it was kind of cool. And I was just like, how do people make these things. Like, I felt stupid when I watched people's island stuff on YouTube. I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have this with everything though. Once I get used to the layout of something, and once I get used to how stuff looks, I don't want to change it because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to change this because I've got my little garden here. What am I going to put there? Or especially because I share my island with Maddie.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to like ruin her island, you know. So we both literally have the default landscaping because we're used to it and we like it and it's cozy.
Yeah.
And honestly, we need to do some maintenance because I need to do some maintenance. I haven't been on because it's the flowers are everywhere. Because I was doing this in like August. I was doing this flower. I was trying to breed a blue rose, so I had flowers everywhere, trying to get all the different stages to get the blue rose. And now there are just flowers everywhere. So yeah.
I haven't been on it in a while. I went on it in winter and was like, wow, because it really is different in the different seasons, isn't it? Yeah.
I follow a lot of people on Twitter, and I follow, like, you know, you can follow topics now, apparently.
Really?
On Twitter. Yeah. So I follow, like, Animal Crossing New Horizons as a topic. So I get random popular Animal Crossing tweets, which are normally, look at my island. And I'm like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Because they all have custom flooring and stuff, you know, like custom designs.
Right.
Which I'd rather have custom clothing.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of it as well is like the people that do the stuff where they sell stuff to other people and say, oh, you can have this and have that, you know, that thing that people do with like the trading or whatever. Like people make a lot. Yeah, exactly. I feel like people make a lot of coins to spend on furniture and layouts and whatever.
Yeah. I feel like you can get people to, you can pay people in bells to remove every flower from my island, just get it gone, or like
imagine like paying someone to design your island as well.
That's what I'm thinking, because there are web tools that you can like, which is basically like a canvas with all the Animal Crossing logos and stuff, and you can literally on a map design your island.
Oh my god!
So that you're not having to like do it. You can see like a map rather than.
That's cool,
you know.
Actually.
Yeah. But it's another step.
Yeah. I'm
not that committed, you know. So next we're going to talk about one of the other apps that. Again, it's another envy thing, isn't it? Because I'm like, how do these people take these pictures? How do these people create these boards? Blah blah blah. But Pinterest. I used to be really obsessed with it, and then like lost the account, whatever. Now I have a new one, and I'm trying to get into it because I feel like it's fun. Yeah. Because it's not as intense because I don't have like followers or anything. Yeah. And also, you're using other people's pictures, so they sorry, what? They already look good, the pictures. So then when you put them in a collection, it just looks good.
I have to say, I just don't. Yeah. I love Pinterest, but I don't understand it. Right. Like, I tried to use it when I used to have a blog, because everyone was like, wow, Pinterest is good for blogs. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to share posts on it. I only know how to save people's posts to my boards. I don't get, how do people actually, so you know all the photos you have on your boards, how do people put them on? Do you know what I mean?
Like how do you make your own pin?
Yeah.
I think there is a button for it somewhere. I've never felt the need to.
It's confusing, but it's good. I think once you've used it for a bit, it gets more like tailored to you, doesn't it? And you get like stuff on your feed that's more what you like.
Yeah, exactly.
What boards do you have?
I have a fashion board, which is all stuff that I would not wear in real life, but I think looks great. Yeah. I have a shoes board.
Oh, interesting.
Like, basically, it's all like Jordan 1s and stuff. Because they're too expensive. I can't be buying them for me. I just look at them. A travel board. That's places cute. I want to go. I have I have a wedding ball. That was private. That was a locked one. But I just, honestly, you know, I made the wedding ball when I was watching Hayley Pham videos about, and she was going wedding dress shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it inspired me, and I was like, better start planning. Oh, I have another locked. I have a few locked ones.
Okay.
So things I'm gonna buy.
Nice.
So just
What's
like products that I see. Basically, it's all Glossier stuff.
Nice.
And then I have a work outfits one, which I don't know why it's locked, to be honest.
That's cute.
It's like Rachel from Friends.
Nice.
And because honestly, I was having a bit of a panic a few months ago, because I was like, when I start work, what am I gonna wear? I was like, what do people wear to work?
No, I think that all the time.
I need to get some Lorelei on here, honestly. I like that.
Oh, that's nice. Looks comfy
little
as
pantsuit
well.
vibe. Exactly. I'm not about to be uncomfortable 5 days a week. Absolutely not. So I don't have many. I need to get into it properly. Honestly, though, it's I know I'm kind of verbal vomiting, but it's kind of Pinterest is kind of annoying because it's actually really hard to find what they're actually talking about, because normally it's like a screenshot or something. There's no actual link.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I was trying to find a picture for my presentation about elephants, right? A copyright free one or whatever. Or just like it was hard to find ones about what I was specifically talking about. And there was this one on Pinterest that was great, but the link attached to the pin was a Google image search, which then had the picture, but it was a link to a different pin. So it was like a circular thing. So I was like, where's the original? How do I cite the photographer?
That is the big issue, I think, with Pinterest. I think it's good to just look at, but it's not very functional. I had the same thing when I was doing my assignment. I was using art pieces, and and it kept if you did a Google image search, it kept coming up with Pinterest, and I just couldn't find the link and stuff. It was confusing.
Yeah, and then when you revert to image search, it's all Pinterest anyway, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, that's my big issue with Pinterest.
Yeah. Should I tell you my boards?
Yes,
I'll tell you.
Know.
Okay. I do like having just a scroll through Pinterest as well, because I feel like it's kind of better than like other social media. Like you say, you don't have followers, and it's a bit less like bad for you. You know what I mean? So I have a fashion one as well, which is again just like kind of crazy outfits that I would never have the confidence to wear. Like
I'm feeling a lot of flares coming on.
There
you go.
A lot of flares. There's a lot of flares on here. A lot of like wacky jumpers actually as well.
Oh, I love that.
Nice,
that's so cute.
A lot of like dark academia when I was going through that phase. Stuff like this.
Right. That's giving me Riverdale Stonewall Prep.
I will say.
Which, by the way, Riverdale's back and absolutely not. Can we just stop it now, please?
I will say there is a diversity issue though on Pinterest. All the models are like stick thin, blonde, white. I think they could do it better with like body image stuff, but
yeah.
I have a haircut one for when I get my haircut in the summer. I was debating
that's a good one.
Debating having a little bit of ombre, but I've decided it doesn't really go with the vibe I'm going for, because I want to keep it quite dark, I think.
Okay. Are we going to go purple again?
Oh my god, no. I have a mood board, which is kind of what I used when we did those mood boards, remember? At the start.
Yeah, I have a mood board one, yeah.
Yeah, it's just got like pictures of like Paris, green bathrooms.
Green. Wow.
Sorry, did I foreshadow? Did I? Books and stuff, like nice images. I have a tattoo one.
See, my old Pinterest had stuff like this. Hairstyles and tattoo. Like, I'm never going to get a tattoo, but like I had the board.
A lot of it is because I've decided I want a Mexican Day of the Dead skull kind of vibe, because to celebrate my degree, which has been a lot about Mexico. So I was using that. And then I have a 90s vibes one. This is from years ago. This was from when I used to have a blog, and it's like a Blockbuster video. I don't know who I thought I was. And then obviously it's Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, of course.
And then Romeo and Juliet. It's Juliet from Romeo and Juliet. And then that is all my public thoughts. And then I also have a wedding.
Thing is, I was watching Say Yes to the Dress when I was like 15. Do you know what
I mean? Yeah, Don't Tell the Bride is like one of my favourite programmes.
Exactly.
Married at First Sight finished this week.
And?
It was kind of crazy at the end. Only one
Really?
couple stayed together, but the couple that stayed together have a kid together now.
Wow.
They were like really good together. Like from the first moment they met, they were like made for each other. And they're the only couple I think from the whole programme that has ever stayed together.
Right.
It was kind of crazy though. There was 3 like kind of final episodes. There was a dinner party, a final one. It might have been 2. It was 2, and then like a reunion one. Where they all had to sit and talk about their relationships. And in the dinner party, this girl threw a glass of red wine over another girl. It was crazy. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
I mean, that's quite a step, isn't it? To like.
Yeah, I know. Because there was a lot of cheating in this series. A lot of like people getting with other people's husbands and stuff.
Yeah. Well, have you heard about what's it called? I'm not going to remember what it's called. Noelle Miller just did a video on it, and it's basically couples go on the show, and Chinsu talked about this. Couples go on the show, and then they're like, it's like a test of their relationship, and they're split.
Yeah.
So all the girls are in a house, and then all the boys are in a house. They're all straight couples, obviously, and then they just put a load of single people in the opposite houses, and then so it's like the single people are all like trying to cause drama.
Oh my god, it sounds amazing.
And they just give them all alcohol. So then there was this clip of this woman, the poor guy, honestly, she was like drunk in the pool with this stranger, going, I'm just not sure if he could be a good father to my children because he's just not very alpha. And this guy is standing there going, oh yeah, see, that wouldn't be me, I feel like I'm quite alpha. And I'm like, mate, where's your bro code?
Is it Temptation Island?
Yes, that's it.
I want to watch. My mum keeps telling me to watch it. She's like, it looks like really up your street. It sounds quite good. I didn't know that was what it was about.
I just feel like it's traumatising. Like, I don't want to watch it. I feel like it's just too upsetting. Because they show them clips of what their partner's doing in the other house.
That sounds great. I love stuff like that.
Okay, will you watch it and tell me how horrific it is? Because I feel like I'd watch it and be like affected. Do you know what I mean?
What's it on? Is it on 4 or something?
I'm not sure. You may have to
Google it. I ended up trying to watch Married at First Sight on this French website.
Oh my god, it's on 4.
Okay, I know what I'm doing tonight. Thank you.
Oh, they're in Maui. They go to Maui. Oh god. They're like Temptation Island. Let's go to an island. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Love Island isn't on an island.
That's true.
Apparently Love Island is coming back this year. I saw it earlier. It's confirmed.
Well, if they start after June 21st.
I guess they can kind of do it, because I feel like they've been doing dating shows. They've just been having them as one bubble.
Yeah.
I don't really see why not. I mean, travel, obviously, that's the issue, but...
I mean, well, yeah. But the thing is, they go into quarantine anyway in Love Island. Yeah. Because they have like 2 weeks without social media.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
I mean, the Australia one that's on at the moment, that's a new series, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I haven't been watching it though.
No, I've never watched it.
I've kind of gone off Love Island recently. I don't feel excited to watch the new season.
No. I think there was only one really good season, and it was the season with like what's her name? Amber and
Olivia,
Molly May and all them.
Oh. Was Amber the same year as Molly May?
Yeah, Amber, Molly May, Tommy, Maura, Anna,
Chris and Kem.
No, that's not the same year. Chris and
but
Kem
Amber. Oh, different Amber. Other Amber.
I'm on about Amber that won, as in like
Amber
that was with
Amber and Greg. Dr. Alex.
Yeah,
National hero, Dr. Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was... See, the thing is, I feel like Chris and Kem was iconic.
That was... Yeah, that...
But like that year, Amber's year, was everyone was watching it. We watched it on holiday.
Oh yeah.
Like
Why can
it
I
was
not
like
remember
the
who else
whole
there was?
nation was like raving about it and was talking about and when oh no, I think that was that a different season? Was Sam and is it Georgia Loyal Babes? Was that season as well? Or
I
was
think
that after?
that was because that was with Josh,
Yeah.
right? Who
Yeah.
was the same? That was the year before, because that's not the same year as like Dr. Alex. Is it? I'm so
Okay.
confused.
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
But you know, okay, so you know the girl that Josh was with. I can't remember what her name is. Something beginning with S.
I'm just thinking of Joanne, who was with
Joanna. Is her name Joanna?
No, she was with Michael. Was his name Michael? The one that was like childish. That's not the same. No.
Okay. Well, the girl that was with Josh is now with what's his name? Oh no, this is awful. the Theo from the year before. Do you remember the really tall guy who was like, oh, what, if you miss him so much, why don't you just leave then? That guy. Do you remember?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He now has one eye.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
He lost an eye to a champagne bottle. So, what are your final recommendations then, Luce?
Well, I'm going to tell you guys something to avoid. This week in my vegetarian adventures, me and my mum were like, let's try Bird's Eye Plank Kitchen chicken nuggets. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely.
Really?
The worst fake chicken nugget I've had. Tasted like sponge, like actual sponge.
I don't know.
I know.
How to react to that.
So, guys, avoid it. Avoid it like the plague.
Bird's Eye meat-free nugs.
Yeah. What about you? What have you got? What about any skincare? You got any skincare?
I'll tell you what, okay. Make sure you follow us on all our social medias, all linked below, and have a good week. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Be Barefaced, but I think
I've heard of that.
The logo is like an actual bear, but it's spelled like bear as in.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's spelled B-A-R-E. Be Barefaced. And then I have this balm, right? Bee Balm, which is like multi-purpose. It's all vegan, by the way.
Oh, love that.
It's a vegan brand. And it's not like a lip balm. It's like lip, face, hand, body, and nail cuticles. So you can basically put it anywhere. It's just like ultra hygienic. It's kind of grainy. But it's great. It's like kind of exfoliates your lips.
Like a sugar scrub almost.
That's
cool.
But I've been using it because it's quite thick, to stick my eyebrows down.
Oh.
With my finger. Because I don't have an eyebrow comb or anything, so I just stick it down with bee balm. And then this mud mask.
Oh, that looks nice.
The only thing I will say about this is it's got peppermint in, and it smells very strong of peppermint. So I'm not sure if it's fragranced. I assume it is. But you're gonna wash it. You leave it on and then wash it off. You know, cool. 10 minutes. So that one's nice. Because I wanted a mud mask for ages, but I just didn't know which one to get. But that one's really good.
That's cool.
There you go.
Well, thank you for listening, everybody.